Hey, ForexMilitia, this is Parsival, and Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's. I'm actually recording this on Christmas. This is for the week of the 26th to the 31st, and as you can see on the calendar, there is no news. This is Forex Factory, and we've got no news. So let's just see what is coming up in the new year. Look at that. On the 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th, all the way into Friday, we've got the non-farm payrolls coming in on January the 7th. So that'll be 2 weeks from now. All right. Let's go into the charts. All right. Here on the dollar, we have this rallying, definitely going into the end of the year. But here's something that I am privy to. It's just information that the big companies will be looking to lower their cash on their balance sheets. So they'll most likely be transferring money out of their excess money to lower their tax bills to other currencies. I don't know which currencies it would actually be. Maybe the yen, maybe the euro, but I believe that the dollar during this week will fall. All right, because it's for tax purposes. They're going to look to get just lower their tax bills. So everything that's most likely against the dollar will probably rally. S&P 500. Now the S&P 500 had a bit of a drop going into the end of November, but it rallied back and now it's at the highs. So this is most likely going to be a Santa Claus rally during the end of this week. Even though the dollar is falling, very possibly there will be activity coming into the stock market, the U.S. stock market, going into the end of the year. So I'm going to be bullish on the S&P 500 this week. On gold, I'm going to be bullish on the XAU USD because the dollar is against the against gold, and usually this is like one of those areas that people, a safe haven that people flock to when they aren't flocking to the dollar. So I'm bullish on gold. On Bitcoin, bullish again against the dollar. You know, that's the sentiment right now. Okay, so this could most likely within the next 2 weeks possibly see the old highs of about 60,000, about 68,000. Oil, I'm bullish on oil. Oil could actually get up to $84 again. That's around the old high. On the loonie, I believe that this is going to fall because it's the dollar against the CAD, with the CAD with selling the dollar and buying the CAD, and oil also being bullish. I believe that this will fall to most likely the bottom of this wedge. Now the interesting thing is it did break out. Okay, you can see that it broke out, but because of what's going on with oil and the year-end decline on the dollar that I'm predicting, this is most likely going to fall and come back into this here support line, this monthly support, and this trend line also. So that's that. On the euro, now I zoomed this out because, okay, you see this line right here, this line right here. This thing zooms all the way back out for 10 years, all the way back to, where do I have that? 2008, more than 10 years. So as you can see, this has consistently been a resistance It has been resistance. And now it is acting as support. It broke through in 2020 and now it's acting as support. So you can see this right here and here that it is being that it's supporting the price action. So with the dollar doing what it's doing, and then of course this acting as support on the euro, with the euro being about 57% of the dollar index along with some other currencies, so this most likely will rally. Okay, and then of course the pound, one of my favorites. This is going to most likely rally also because of the dollar weakness, and I have a EA that I have auto trading that took a position, I believe on Friday, and this has this going up into 135 and 136, about 35 or so. Okay, so I am bullish on the pound, and that will just about do it. This is an abbreviate. I'm doing it. I'm keeping it short so you guys can get a little, so you can just, you know, watch and just move on. Hopefully, pick up a couple of nuggets of information. So now let's move on to the Trademiner ideas of the week. And once again, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Okay, here we are with the Trademiner Forex trade of the week, and we have the pound CAD, and it basically is 86% winner. It has a high probability of being profitable. As you can see, over the last 7 years, it has produced some profit, with only one being a loss. That's the 86, right? So a drawdown of about, let me see, does it actually have here the average draw? Well, the average risk reward is 1 to 2.4. Okay, and then the stock trade of the week is Caesar Stone Limited. It's a bullish trade. Actually, wait, I didn't say that. The British pound CAD, Canadian dollar, is a bearish trade, so we're looking for this to go down. All right, and then on the stocks, we're looking for this to go long. It'll be bullish going into January the 14th. This one is the Forex is going from December 29th. I'll take that on to December the 7th. Okay, all right, and like I said, this right here is a 100%. The Trademiner stock is 100%, and that's within the last 5 years. So, interestingly enough, the max drawdown here was about $228, and the max win was about $485. So that's basically about a 2 to 1. And as you can see, the risk reward here says 1 to 2.9. Okay, they have this as 100% winners. So look at this. There was no drawdown in that year, which is interesting. Very, 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 very nice. All right, let's go to the charts, and we will look and see where we are supposed to take these trades. Let's go to the pound CAD. Go to the end. Let's see if these trades are actually technically sound. All right, so what I have here is I have pivots, I have the super trend, I have an ATR, and I have a stochastic. Okay, so this really is not lining up to be a bearish trade. This is looking long. Okay, but now here's the thing. There's going to be a tug of war right here between the pound and the CAD, because the CAD is oil and the pound is actually bullish because the dollar is falling. So I don't know which way it will go in truth, right? But I am going to side with the loonie because oil is going to be strong, and in which case money might actually be funneling into oil. So I'm going to go with the CAD, and the um, since the uh, the seasonality of this trade is actually bearish, I'm going to side with the CAD on this, and we'll see exactly what it basically does. So that was from, let's see, it was the 29th to January the 7th. Okay. And I'll fill all that out later. And over here on Caesar Stone, we've got this coming in as bullish. And that is from, I believe, the 31st to the 14th. Let me just change the color on that. Okay, so that is going to be bullish. Okay, so going over some of the older trades that I had, they all closed out except for this one, which this is actually supposed to be closed, but I took a big loss within this year. I was up about 2,000, and the Omicron virus hit, and everything just it 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 disrupted everything. So everything got closed out, and now I'm at a loss pretty much for the time of my trading. So there you go. And going into this week, we have this open. I believe that I'm going to have to close this. So there you go. I took a little bit of time off. I was having I was actually playing a video game, and it really drew me in. It's a game called XCOM, but that's another story. So with that, I will say knowledge is power. Be power hungry, and power to the people. This is Parsival, signing out.